What's up, YouTube? It's Christopher. I got this. If you saw my unboxing video, you already know. This is a 10S multiscale headless prototype guitar. I saw this on Reverb and I thought it was pretty neat. I like the look of it. It kind of makes me think of a guitar that just got totally cooked. It's got a roasted maple neck and a roasted maple fretboard. It's got 3 Alnico 5 single coils in it. It's got a single volume, single tone, no push-pulls, 5-way switch, individual string saddles that are through the back. That's where the strings load in. Very, very cool guitar. And it's actually built really well, surprisingly well, actually. It's got a couple little minor flaws in it. For example, the ends of the frets here, they fill the tang slot in with, epoxy or wood filler, whatever they use. And it looks like they might have missed one. That's not a big deal. But the nut was cut horribly, actually. This edge was very sharp. Like, I definitely would have cut my hand on this if I had played long enough as it was. So I had to reform the nut a little bit. I had to cut the nut slots a little deeper, and that's just a personal preference thing. This thing played perfectly fine out of the box. In fact, it traveled all the way from China to here, Massachusetts, in the United States, and it was in tune. And it's been traveling since the second week of March. So it got on a boat, goes across the ocean, gets to California, then it gets in a FedEx truck and comes to me. And that took from March 6th till today, June 24th. And it was still in tune. Never came out of the box, obviously, as far as I know. But really nice guitar. Now, I have plans for this thing. I don't like to use single coil pickups. I always swap them out for humbuckers. I might leave a middle pickup as a single coil, but neck and bridge, I gotta have me some humbuckers. That's just the way that I go. So what I've gone ahead and ordered for this guy, I ordered a Seymour Duncan Lil JB for the bridge and a Lil 59 for the neck. Now, I also ordered a Schaller Super Switch or Mega Switch, the P version, which is a PRS wiring, which is completely noiseless, for a dual humbucker guitar. And you're saying to yourself, but dude, there's 3 pickups. That's okay. There is 3 pickups. What I intend to do is leave this in there, but it's going to be disconnected. It's just going to be a dead pickup. And you might think that's kind of strange, but I like it this way. I've done it this way with my, I had an Ibanez Talman that I did that exact same setup with, and I loved the tones I got on that. So I'm going to do the same exact thing with this one. And that'll be the next video you see for this guitar. But let's hear it as it sits before I touch it. First thing I got to say right out of the box is I had to intonate this guy. It was horribly off. And even at their max positions, they're just ever so slightly not intonated. Ever so slightly. So at their max positions on some of them, the high E is maxed out and the D is maxed out. And they're both just a little bit sharp, a tiny bit sharp. It's barely noticeable. But if you're a stickler about that, don't get one of these when they come out, because that'll be an issue for you. Unless they fix it. This is a prototype after all. But it's got the really cool ends where the strings lock down. That's a Strandberg type of a thing. Very Strandberg-esque guitar, I guess. It's pretty much a ripoff. It's a lot smaller, though, than a Strandberg. I love the back. And you're probably saying to yourself, what's up with the lightning bolts, dude? Well, what they did with this guitar, there's a wood burning process called a Lichtenberg process, where they actually hook up electrodes to the guitar. So they put a positive on one end, a negative on the other end, and they hit it with high voltage. And that high voltage actually shoots through the guitar, and it makes these lightning bolt patterns in the wood. And then what they did was they filled those lightning bolt patterns with glow-in-the-dark paint. So all these little lightning bolts and stuff that you see on the guitar are glow in the dark, which is kind of neat. It also has glow in the dark fret markers up at the top, right? No fret markers. All you got is the 10S logo on the first fret there. But enough yapping. Let's get to some tones. Of course, I look like a troll with this guitar because this thing is itty bitty, and I am not. So, here we go. We're going to start some cleans. And of course, it's my clean tone, so that's very affected. It's got a long reverb on there. That's pretty much it. Maybe some chorus, but I don't even know if this has chorus on it. It's the Plini app. But here we go. Bridge position. Two position, which is the bridge in the middle. Awesome, sparkly, single coil tone. I do love single coil tones for cleans. They sound so good. Third position, which is the middle. Fourth position, which is the neck and the middle. Neck position. Whoa. There's your clean tones. Go back to the bridge. Let's give us some gain. Should we go heavy heavy or just medium heavy? Let's go heavy heavy. I haven't actually done that yet. It's gonna be like because of the 60 cycle hum. But let's try dry fish sticks. Holy crap. My gate is almost all the way up. Is the bridge. That sounds pretty awesome. The gate has to be way up to get rid of some of that, and you can still hear it cutting through a little bit. Here's the 2 position. That sounds awesome. Middle position. Fourth position. I will say, getting up to that top fret, it's kind of tough. The guitar connects way up here, right? So we're talking, what is that, the 17th fret? So your hand kind of hits, and it's a little bit obtrusive there. But you start to do your ring finger, it's not bad. Middle finger's not bad. Pointer's bad. But these 2 fingers get up there pretty good for me. Neck. Back to bridge. Still chugs pretty hard, man. That's a pretty good sounding guitar. I am still going to rip out these pickups and put my own, what he calls them, the Seymour Duncans. Let's see what this one sounds like. This is called a juiced Strat. So I made this patch with some single coils in the past. It's got a little bit of, oh, that's nice. That's loud. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Better. So Stevie Ray, I'm not. But cool thing I just realized on this is in the back of this neck, it kind of comes to where a headstock would actually form, and it's perfect. It stops your hand like in the perfect way. It feels just like there's a headstock there, which is really neat. I don't know if it did that on the Strandberg or not. I can't remember. It didn't do it on my Kiesel, so the Kiesel felt weird. When you get up there, it was all open. You could do this and not know. But this is nice. It's a really good neck too. The C, it's called a thin C, and it is, but it's not super thin. It's not Ibanez thin. It's kind of like it's almost like a Fender Strat feeling neck. By the way, it's a 16-inch radius on this neck, so it's flat 16 the whole way. Alder body, I should have said in the beginning. Very nice guitar. It's very stratty. They tried to make a modern Strat, which they did. I think they achieved it. Alder, maple, roasted maple, of course. Single coils. That's the recipe for a Strat. It's really nice. I dig it a lot. I'll probably keep it for a while. Next video you see with this is going to have the Seymour Duncans in it. One thing I might do also is this is a gloss neck in the back. I might take some steel wool to this and get rid of that gloss and make it a little bit more of a satin finish, just to get rid of the stickiness. I can feel it that it's a little bit sticky, and it's nice and cool in my room here. AC going and everything, so it shouldn't be sticky, and it is a little bit. So I think I'm going to steel wool this. You guys can see how that turns out as well. So another project guitar for me. You can get these, well, this is a prototype. I don't know if they've made very many. They say that this month this is supposed to be a released model at a higher price than what I paid. I paid under $500 for this, which is a pretty good deal. It's a nice little guitar. Awesome for traveling because it's tiny. All I got to do now is find a gig bag. Maybe I'll order a Kiesel one or something. Pretty cool. Hope you dug it. That's the 10S Prototype multi-scale headless guitar. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.